There were 8 major events that led up to the Civil War, such as the Dred Scott trial, Harper's Ferry, and the election of 1860, in that order.
Dred Scott, an enslaved African-American man who had been taken by his owner to a free state and territory, attempted to sue for his freedom. This case went all the way to the Supreme Court. In a 7-2 decision written by Chief Justice Roger B. Tanley, the court denied Scott's request. For only the second time in history, the Supreme Court ruled an act of Congress to be unconstitutional.
The Dred Scott case enraged many abolitionists in the North. They saw it as the government trying to take away natural rights, slave or not. One man, John Brown, decided to take matters into his own hands. Brown, as well as 12 other white and black men, marched towards the arsenal here at Harper's Ferry. This arsenal, where weapons are stored, was Brown's way to start a revolt. He hoped to seize weapons and give them to enslaved black people to start a slave uprising in the South. Brown's plot was ended by General Robert E. Lee, who captured all 13 men. Brown was sentenced to death for hanging for treason. After his death, Northerners saw Brown as a martyr, or someone who dies for a cause. Abolitionists in the North rallied around Brown's death. Now they started to look for a way to make a difference. They looked towards the presidential election.
Abraham Lincoln was elected president in 1860. He ran against Stephen A. Douglas. Lincoln was a Republican and Douglas was a Democrat. Neither of them wanted slavery, and each had different ideas on how to keep it out of the territories. Douglas believed in popular sovereignty, and Lincoln believed that slavery was immoral, but he did not expect slave owners to give up their slaves unless an amendment was passed by Congress. When Lincoln won, Southerners were outraged that he won without Southern votes. Southern states began to secede, starting with South Carolina. The Confederates were eventually formed, and Jefferson Davis was the president.
The Dred Scott trial, Harper's Ferry, and the election of 1860 were the last 3 events that led up to the Civil War. Thank you for watching our crash course video.